Good morning, students. In continuation, we will see some problems on de Broglie equation. After that, we will see one more important equation, that is Heisenberg uncertainty principle. Okay, what is the de Broglie's wavelength? Lambda. We call the de Broglie's wavelength h by mv or h by p. This we call de Broglie equation. Here h is Planck's constant, m is mass of an electron, v is velocity of an electron, p means momentum of an electron. Here I am writing one problem based on this principle. What will be wavelength of mass 0.1 kg with velocity of that object 10 meter per second. This is the problem. Okay, here lambda is equal to what? H is what? They calculated wavelength na. Wavelength means lambda. Okay, what is m? M is equal to 0.1 kg, and here s is equal to 10. Sorry, not s. V is equal to 10. Okay, h is equal to 6.626 into 10 to the minus 34 joules per mole per second. H by mv. H is equal to 6.626 into 10 to the power of minus 34 by m mass 0.1 into 10. 0.1 into 10 is equal to 1. Yes, now 6.626 into 10 to the minus 34. Okay, lambda is equal to 6.626 into 10 to the power of minus 34. Okay, now same. 1 by 1 means 1. Okay, here meters. Here data given in kg, here meters now. So meters. This is the lambda value. Next, we'll see one more problem. First problem, second problem. Calculate mass of a photon with wavelength 3.6 angstroms. 3.6 angstroms. Okay, here what is the principle? Lambda is equal to photon means h by mc. h by mc. Okay, what they ask? Mass. C means photon. Electron means we use direct velocity of an electron. Okay, here photon means velocity of light. Photon is used suitable for the velocity of light. C is equal to 3 into 10 to the power of 8 meter per second. And lambda is equal to 3.6 angstroms means 3.6 into 10 to the power of minus 10 meters. Okay, here already we know about the what h. Okay, here lambda, what asked? Calculate mass. Mass come to this side na, h by lambda. H is equal to 6.626 into 10 to the power of minus 34 by lambda is 3.6 into 10 to the power of minus 10 into 3 into 10 to the power of 8. you will get the answer. Okay, that in kilograms. You will get the answer that in kilograms. These are the important problems related to de Broglie's equation. Related to de Broglie's equation. This is about the de Broglie's equation. Then in continuation, we'll see the one more important reaction. Okay, Heisenberg uncertainty principle. Heisenberg uncertainty principle. What is the Heisenberg uncertainty principle? Okay, simple one. Just you take one cricket ball, just throw cricket ball. So just cricket ball or pen. Okay, when it present in your hands, it has mass, but it don't have the velocity. Yes, na? Yes. Velocity is nothing but momentum. That means if it has specific area, specific position, specific mass, you don't have the momentum. Suppose I am throwing this pen. When it moves from one area to other area, it has some velocity, but it don't have the mass. Okay, that means it is impossible to determine uncertainty in position and uncertainty in momentum simultaneously. That we call as Heisenberg uncertainty principle. We can't determine the velocity and movement. We can't determine the mass and momentum at a time. It is impossible. Position and momentum. Okay, we can't determine simultaneously. That we call as Heisenberg uncertainty principle. Okay, it is impossible to determine. Okay, position and momentum of an electron or any object simultaneously. We call as Heisenberg uncertainty principle. We call that one Heisenberg uncertainty principle. Okay, the mathematical expression of Heisenberg principle. Mathematical. Always asking this question. Mathematical expression of Heisenberg uncertainty principle is here delta x. It is uncertainty in position. Okay, delta p. It is uncertainty in momentum. Okay, greater than or is equal h by 4 pi. This is the mathematical expression of Heisenberg uncertainty principle. What is that? Delta x is equal to uncertainty in position. Delta p is equal to uncertainty in momentum. P is equal to here mv. Mass is same, but velocity change. So delta p is equal to m delta. Okay, equation becomes delta x into m delta v greater than or is equal to h by 4 pi. H by 4 pi. This is also one more expression, mathematical expression of Heisenberg uncertainty principle. What is the Heisenberg uncertainty principle? It is impossible to determine uncertainty in position and uncertainty in momentum simultaneously. Okay, simultaneously. We call Heisenberg uncertainty principle. Okay, case 1, see what happened. If you know the uncertainty in momentum or uncertainty in position, then other term becomes infinity. Other term we can't determine. Suppose for example, delta x is equal to 0. We know about the position, uncertainty in position. What about the delta p? Delta p is equal to h by 4 pi into, from above equation, delta x. Delta p is equal to what? H by 4 pi into 0. Okay, h by 0. Something by 0 is equal to infinite. That means not determined. That means we know the position of, if you know the value of x, we can't determine the momentum. If you know the value of momentum, we can't determine the other. We can't determine the other here. Case 2. See here case 2. What is that in case 2? Delta p is equal to 0. Delta p is equal to 0 means delta x is equal to what? Okay, h by 4 pi into delta p. Delta x is equal to h by 4 pi into 0 is equal to h by 0. Delta x is equal to infinity, not determined. That means if you know the value of x, we can't determine the p. If you know the p, we can't determine the x. Both can determine simultaneously. We can't determine the both can simultaneously. That only says Heisenberg uncertainty principle. That only says Heisenberg uncertainty principle. This is about the one simple one, Heisenberg's uncertainty principle. What is the Heisenberg uncertainty principle? It is impossible to determine position and momentum. Position and momentum of an electron simultaneously. If you know the position, uncertainty in position, we can't determine the momentum. If you know the momentum, we can't determine the position. This we called as Heisenberg's uncertainty principle. Then in continuation, we'll see the one more quantum mechanical model of an atom. Okay, I don't want to discuss complete. Just we'll see. Quantum mechanical model. Quantum mechanical model of an atom. Quantum mechanical model of an atom. Okay, this is one of the new approach for the explaining the structure of an atom. Okay, this concept explains about the three-dimensional structure of an atom. Three-dimensional means, for example, here it is x-axis, it is y-axis, it is z-axis. Electron moves in waveform through in x-axis or in y-axis or in z-axis. Move in any other way. Three ways we call as three-dimensional structure. Three-dimensional structure. Okay, here for this concept, one of the scientists, Schrödinger proposed one equation that we call Schrödinger wave of an atom. Okay, Schrödinger proposed one equation for the three-dimensional structure of an electron. He proposed one equation. Okay, electron moved in x direction, electron moved in y direction, electron moved in z direction. For that, he proposed dou means a small difference, dou square psi. We'll see what is psi, what are those. Dou square psi by dou x square. Dou means small difference. Dou square psi by dou x square plus dou square psi by dou y square plus dou square psi by dou z square plus 8 pi square m by 8 pi square m by h e minus nu into psi is equal to 0. This is the Schrödinger wave equation. What is the Schrödinger wave equation? Dou square psi by dou x square plus dou square psi by dou y square plus dou square psi by dou z square plus 8 pi square m by h into e minus nu is equal to nu into psi is equal to 0. Okay, here this may be written like another form. Del, this we called del square psi plus 8 pi square m by h e minus nu into psi is equal to 0. This is also one of the important equation, same equation. Here del is equal to dou square psi by dou x square plus dou square psi by dou y square plus dou square psi by dou z square. This is the del value, del square value. Square. One more is there, plus side. Okay, here what is the sign? It is a wave function. Wave function. It is called wave function. Okay, and here x, y, z axis. X, Y, Z axis. Next, m is equal to mass of an electron. M is equal to mass of an electron. H is equal to Planck's constant. What is the Planck's constant? 6.626 into 10 to the power of minus 34 joules per mole per Kelvin. Next, E is equal to total energy. Okay, here nu is equal to not frequency, here potential energy. Potential energy. Okay, here psi is equal to wave function. These are the different terms which are used in Schrödinger wave equation. What are the? Okay, psi is equal to wave function. X, Y, Z are axis. M is equal to mass of an electron. M is equal to mass of an electron. H is equal to Planck's constant. Planck's constant. E is equal to total energy. Nu is equal to potential energy. Potential energy. Okay, what is the equation? Schrödinger wave equation: dou square psi by dou x square plus dou square psi by dou y square. That means this is the value electron moves in x-axis. This is the value electron moves in y-axis. This is the value electron moves in z-axis. 8 pi square m by h. Here E is the total energy. Total energy means what? Total energy of an electron is equal to E is equal to kinetic energy as potential energy. Kinetic potential energy measured with mgh. Okay, kinetic energy measured with half mv square. Okay, this is about the Schrodinger wave equation and quantum mechanical model of an atom. Quantum mechanical model of an atom. Okay, here this is about the Schrodinger wave equation, Heisenberg uncertainty principle, de Broglie's principle. After this concept, okay, one more term is there here. Sometimes we are using psi square. What is the psi square? Probability function. Probability function. It is we called probability function. Okay, psi is the wave function. X, Y, Z are different axes of an electron. M is equal to mass of an electron. H is equal to Planck's constant. E is equal to total energy. Mu is equal to potential energy. This is about the models. These are the different models. Okay. Tomorrow we will continue with the atomic orbitals. What is an orbital? What is nodal plane? Various types of orbitals and electronic configuration. We will have in continuation different concepts. Thank you.